So it was about a week ago where a Twitch streamer, how you pronounce it, Fandy, think, she streamed while giving labor. Now that alludes onto the topic that I want to chat about, which is we don't value privacy, we trade it for attention. When is there going to be a limit? When is there going to be times where people can just go to the gym and not have to post something because they need to show the world that they are there? When will someone be able to go
Need something, huh?
to a
On your way?
restaurant
Let
and
me know.
not post that you're at this restaurant? Now, I get some people do this for money. That's fine. That's your career. But
I'll bring it to you.
your
I'll get
15 or
back to
20
work then.
followers on Instagram page or TikTok page, why are you putting such a priority on doing this? Why do we lose privacy? I don't, it's why do we always seek attention? Why don't we just simply live and not to put, why do you always seek validation instead of peace? Overall, privacy didn't die. We just simply killed it.
Man, I still cannot believe that she actually did that. That's actually insane. I am shocked and horrified at how far humanity's fallen, where we've now turned childbirthing into content. We're so desperate for attention that we're willing to actually live stream going through labor and giving birth to our child, something so sacred. When my mom talks about what it was like going through labor, she talks about it as such a horrible, painful experience that she would never forget. And now we have people like this that's just willing to make such a sacred moment into content, turn their child into content. You have no respect for your child. I don't care how close you are to your audience. There is a lot of things that the audience should not have a right to see, and the birth of your child is one of those things. That child's gonna grow up as a content baby. They're gonna be told in school that they were born on stream. They saw them get born on stream, and that they're a content baby. I can't imagine the mental health that's gonna cause mental health damage it's going to cause to the child at some point, because kids are brutal. Kids make fun of you for everything. Kids make fun of you if you bring carrots to school for lunch. Who's not going to make fun of a kid that was born live on stream for everyone to see? You're just some kind of art exhibit or a strange exhibit that you find at a zoo or something. Like it's ridiculous. People have no respect for themselves and they have no respect for their loved ones. That's insane. And the statement of we don't value our privacy and we trade it for attention, that's painfully it's true both in a literal and a kind of unknowing sense, because a lot of us, we end up giving our privacy away without really noticing it. A lot of us have a lot of double standards, which I've never understood. People care about their privacy so much, but yet they post everything online in social media. Everywhere they go, every time they go to the gym, they post themselves in these weird revealing outfits or weird provocative posing, or they make this provocative content, but then they say they want to respect their privacy. No, you don't respect your privacy. You weaponize your privacy in order to sell it to people. Straight up. And then you have people that unknowingly sell their privacy or don't value their privacy, because we get all these smart devices, we get all these apps, we get all these things that we provide permission for, and it adds up. I often say that if you own a smartphone with the digital space that we're in now, the digital industry, you don't really have nearly as much privacy as you think you have. You think you've got privacy. And a lot of companies are good at convincing you that you do, when in reality, you don't really have that much privacy. At most, you'll be able to go to the toilet during the day and nobody will know that you're taking a shit. But for the most part, anytime you do something on your phone, it is recorded somewhere. It is stored somewhere. Just whether or not that gets shared with people is what determines your privacy. And that's horrifying. It's shocking, and it's just where the world is now. But back onto people like the streamer that posted their childbirthing for content. A lot of people, and to be honest, I really don't care if it is your career. If you have a career in posting content, you still have an obligation to keep a lot of shit private. There's no reason to air out dirty laundry or have anything like this posted for content. Doesn't matter if you're a vlogging channel, doesn't mean you have to vlog your wedding, right? Just because you're a vlogging channel, you're a vlogging influencer, doesn't mean that you need to vlog your wedding or your honeymoon or anything like that. You owe it to yourself, and you owe it to your partner, and you owe it to the people you love that's involved to keep those sacred things private, because that makes you appreciate them more. When we do stuff like this, you appreciate that privacy, you appreciate that intimacy, that ability to block off everything a lot less. We see so many content creators talk about how they don't even like to be recognized in public, because when they're outside and they're doing their thing, they want to just feel like they're a normal person. So why is it that there are some people that's able to say, hey, I might be making content, but I want to keep my private life private, versus people like this that want to make their private life content? Clearly there's something wrong here. Clearly there's some kind of mental illness and addiction to attention that would make people like this. I don't know, I'm just saying. There are plenty of people with that make content like this girl did, that's completely of solid mind, that knows the difference between what can't be posted as content, or what should or shouldn't be, just out of respect for yourself. So I really feel like this isn't a fact of I'm so close with my community, I show them everything, blah, blah, because you have lots of creators like that. Even they don't go to this extreme. Even they know where to draw the line, because your communities are not your family. They are not your friends. Why do you have to involve them in things like this? It makes me so upset, bro. It makes me genuinely. Usually I don't care about what people post online, but when it comes to the birthing of a child, that's where this shit makes it very personal for me. That's when this makes me really upset. And yes, sure, she can do whatever she wants, but the fact that you would think that we as humans, everybody is capable of having morals, having dignity, of having self-respect. And then you see people like this, and they profit so much from this. It just makes me so upset. This broadcasting your child's birth is no different than making money through crime. Something that's morally incorrect, something that's morally wrong, spiritually wrong. I'm just, I mean, we could talk about this forever, but honestly, it's just horrifying to see the amount of mental illness that has spread, that normalizes oversharing. Culturally, especially online, oversharing has become normalized. But we have these people, and they're treated so like celebrities, when in reality they should be treated like they're people with mental illness. Honestly, people vlog their lives, they post real-time updates, and they expose their personal struggles publicly to garner sympathy. Influencers and streamers, they model this idea that being seen is more valuable than being private. And the younger generations grow up being exposed to that. How many young people were exposed to just watching a woman give birth on a live stream? That stuff wasn't age restricted. They get exposed to that. But they are being brought up in a society where they'll think it's okay to monetize private moments like this.
This stuff is not private anymore. These type of people are always looking for the next big performance. That's the thing. Everyone puts on such a fake side, they can also just get noticed, dude. Privacy is literally just gone. And because everyone just wants to do something that's bigger and better, just for that validation. So it's gonna get so much worse. I mean, there's no protection of moments like this. Everyone just packages them and then just puts it online for content. I mean, there's stuff that shouldn't be out on there. It's just bad. Remember the time when everyone was scared of being watched? Now people just live stream their lives just everything. What is happening? And then they label it as connection with their viewers. No, it's not connection. It's just a damn addiction, dude.
It's disgusting, dude. And I have no respect for anybody that lacks the self-respect to cherish private moments like this. Moments that really define you as a person. That's not the meta anymore. Everyone's obsessed with getting attention, with getting money, with getting relevancy. Nobody values what's really important in life anymore. We sell it, willingly or unwillingly, we just sell it. We don't care. And it's sad to see. It's sad to see how much we've fallen. You know, in the world right now where they're doing everything that they possibly can to take our privacy, our individuality, to take away these precious moments from us, these precious things. In a world like that, we're not even fighting a good fight. A lot of us just giving it away for what? Momentary relevance? Damn. Stuff like this, we've seen how this plays out. Not everybody does stuff like this, right? Not everybody in the world sells their privacy like this, right? But enough people do it now where it's at least 4, 5, 10 times more than the amount of people that was doing it 5 years ago. And so we've seen how this snowballs all the time throughout history. Oh, it's just a minority right now. It's not like it's a big problem. Yeah, if left unchecked, just like an infection, it becomes a big problem. Surprise? And these companies, these streaming platforms, these sponsors, they feed that. They feed it for their own agendas. People fall into the trap of addiction to attention all the time. Sad to see.